Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and as well Cancer Rising weekly general tarot reading June 7th up until June 13th, 2021. And should you be interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below. And there you're going to see a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, moving to the general Cancer reading of the week, and the first card we do have for you, Cancer, that is going to be Judgment, followed by the Two of Wands. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the World. Afterwards, that will be the Nine of Pentacles. And the last one for you, Cancer, that will be the Two of Cups. Whoa, man. I mean, that will be so colorful week. I mean, there are going to be more than just only one thing that you are going to have to, not that you are going to have to, but you are going to enjoy doing. And it will be kind of like a stepping stone, if I may say it that way, that one thing is going to lead to another, although the other may not have anything to do with the first one in a sense of context, okay? But something like, for example, it is because you're going to become very calm into your career. Now you can start paying more attention to your relationship, and they both, improve, and so on and so forth. But for you, Cancer, the week starts very strong. Just hold on a second here. It starts very strong with the Judgment. Judgment, it is always about setting things right, in a sense of that by this point, there could have been a few options available in front of you. You may have been in a state where you don't know what to do. You're wondering, am I on the right track, or am I not on the right track? Am I with the right person or not? Am I doing the right thing to attract the right person in my life, and so on and so forth. And when Judgment happens, all of a sudden it could happen under the shower, or one morning you can wake up, Monday morning, for example, with the answer of all these questions. That is because Judgment, it is like the wake-up call where you know now what to do, you know which option available to take, and whom to interact with, and what kind of a job as well to pursue, and so on and so forth. With the Judgment, it is where the thing starts to make sense, and all of the pieces of your puzzle kind of like snaps together, and you say, oh my God, that's what I gotta do. This is the direction I gotta take. And nothing else, it will seem relevant at this particular point. In a more practical level, as it is the first card of the reading, and you are a woman, or even if you are a man, you may find your family having a pregnancy there. So if you are a woman, you may find yourself being pregnant at that point. But that is a very practical meaning. It's not going to happen to all of you, but if you are trying, it's a very good week to very much to conceive. And or if you are a man, and you do have a girlfriend, well, maybe you are a lucky one this particular week. And right after taking on this direction that does make sense for you moving forward, either career or relationship wise, a very, very good progress is going to be accomplished, almost reaching your limits, or seemingly your limit, I would say, almost reaching, your expectations. And then what you're going to realize it is that, this kind of like these accomplishments, they are far below your pay grade. You can go for so much more. And that is what the Two of Wands here represents for you, Cancer. It is that you can expand on these accomplishments, or in other words, the card is just a significator, or maybe a testament that the choice, the decision, or the direction you took at the start of the week, it is way bigger than you initially thought, and it will provide you with way more benefits than you have initially thought. Now, the one thing about the Two of Wands, though, it is that when you do realize for how much you can go forward, you may lose yourself into the process of demand. You may start demanding one thing after another, and then third one. And while you can have all you demand, losing yourself into the situation, it is a bit to your detriment, because at some point you will have to turn your glance into something new, and that moment is going to come when the world card hits you, and the world points to the culmination of the first enterprise, which was marked by these two cards. Okay, so the culmination and the wrap up of things, and then you have to liberate yourself from it, or meaning putting into a dormant state, so you can turn your glance into some kind of a new perspective. And like I said at the start of the reading, you know, if that's about your career and you know what to do with your career, you make good progress, you know, and you are making that progress steady and so on and so forth, and you do stabilize it here, as wrap the whole thing around. Now it's time to turn your glance into different fields of your life that are also unstable, for example, or they are straight away lacking, and push into that direction as well. Put a definition, or put a goal into that direction. For with the world, while you do reach a conclusion and a culmination of one thing, life doesn't stop there at all. And a new how can I say, a new perspective needs to emerge out of it. But definitely at the middle of the week, you're going to feel a huge sense of liberation, and as well a sense of that everything it's just right, you know, everything is just normal, and everything is as it is supposed to be, and that you are definitely on the right track with your life, with your career, with your relationship as well, with your friendships, where you live, and so on and so forth. You're going to feel at the top of the world, if I may say it that way. And as you do define your new direction here, the Nine of Pentacles manifests. And Nine of Pentacles pretty much says only one thing. It is that this new direction will happen to be your leap into a further development. So that new direction may be a job. Well, that is going to be the job. If that new direction, it's a person, it's a sign of a relationship, or that is going to be the woman or the guy that you can make a wonderful thing happen in between you two. Now, with the Nine of Pentacles, that card signifies for a great progress that can be made, and self-reliance that you can push to its end. And when I say self-reliance, I don't mean that you are going to rely to yourself. Self-reliance, I mean to the enterprise. Self-reliance of your job, meaning that you can stay there for as long as you want. Self-reliance of the relationship, meaning that the relationship is going to be one whole, secluded thing, and no exterior influence will be able to influence it in any way. And the whole enterprise will feel very, very natural. That is because when you do interact in it, you know, when you do perform into that enterprise, you're going to feel carefree, you're going to feel easygoing as well. And it's generally that things are happening so naturally. You don't have to push yourself, you don't have to put yourself into awkward positions as well. And as you do progress into this very big leap into development, the Two of Cups takes place. And we all know how people interpret Two of Cups, and generally what the Two of Cups signifies. Two of Cups, it's the love in between two individuals, okay? And that love is it's deprived of any shyness, it's deprived of any pride as well. And as much as it is love as well, that signifies unity, which is something I said at the start of the reading itself, okay? And should it happen that you meet the person, which I do believe that is going to be the case, and in case you are in a relationship, you may have doubts, is that relationship worth it or not? You may have doubts, is your marriage worth it or not? Or maybe some kind of an endeavor in it. And these two at the end of the week are going to be a sign that yes, it's worth it, because that's the relationship, that's the job, that's the thing. And as this is a general reading, Two of Cups has a manifestation in career as well, and it does point to a quite of a how can I say, easygoing and as well carefree interaction with the people you're working with. and nobody is going to give you a hard time. It's just a very it's not harmonious, I don't know how to say it, it's very normal environment. That's what the card signifies to. But in relationship, that is when two people are reaching out to one another. And if somebody calls you at the end of the week and you are single, try it out, and you are going to be surprised what you're going to find in a very, very good way. So with that being said, Cancer, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, for a June 7th up until June 13th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.